welcome back to Sunday Morning Chat. Tonight we will be joined with the legendary and only Papsmear Panda. And it's looking like that's it. Subitech 11 is away on business. I don't know what happened to Blizz. Just kind of disappeared. We were playing some Apex there. He got salty because the game kicked him out too many times, and haven't heard from him since. So, yeah, today is me and Paps, brought to you by MAW Energy. Paps, what have you been playing?
Yeah, well, as always, still playing Final Fantasy 14, but now I sprinkle in a little bit of Tales of Arise.
Tales of Arise. So what's the kind of overall review so far on Tales of Arise?
Um, it's hard to say 'cause I'm not very far into it. Maybe at the second, non-spoiler really, I'm at the second Lord, or get into that point,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of unlocked a little bit more of the battle system, so it's really kind of hard to say right now.
So as far as the battle system goes, because like I've watched mainly just trailers. I've watched sprinkles of gameplay here and there. What would it remind you of, like, the closest game that you could kind of give me that I've at least played?
Well, if it's that you played, it's kind of hard to say. I would probably liken it to. I don't know. You haven't really played much of those games in particular. I could liken it back to like Final Fantasy Remake and then like Kingdom Hearts and that kind of.
I've played Kingdom Hearts.
So I guess I would liken it to that then.
Okay,
But I mean, you played Tales of Vesperia, so.
obviously. So
So, okay, I guess I could say, of
obviously.
course, that'd be the closest would be to that, but just a little bit more advanced and refined.
Oh, look, fucking Blizz joined. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I was just wondering because, at least from the stuff I saw, it kind of looked like, I don't know, a little bit more of like a hack and slash, but not too much. I feel like there's some,
Mm,
actual skill, kind of like a Dark Souls-y type combat.
yeah, because they have the roll button now that you can kind of spam indefinitely, which kind of feels like more like you said, like a Dark Souls type of thing. I do
Okay.
like it. It's flashy. My only gripe would probably just be like the battle music. It's just way too quiet during battles.
So is the battle music? Is it, what about the rest of the soundtrack? Is it good?
So far, I have no complaints really.
Okay. Well, it's not bad then. I don't know. I was
Mhm.
thinking about picking it up and everything, but I keep looking at it, and the more I look at it, the more I realize that I've already played all the Tales games, even this one before it was made. So there's no point for me to play. No point for me to play it. So
Where's Subi?
damn, what is
Damn.
going on in your background, Blizz? Every time, every time. But Subby is not gonna make it. Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining us, Blizz. Welcome.
No problem.
We were just talking about what Mark was playing, or yeah, what Paps was playing, and obviously he's still playing Final Fantasy 14 with a little bit of Tales of Arise mixed in there.
Mhm.
Blizz, I can already tell what you've been playing because I've been playing with you most of the week. So you've been playing Aliens and Apex. So
Yes, I have. I've maximized the cooldown on my Demolisher to increase knock ability,
yeah, no, I
staggerness.
still like the Demolisher, but I've gotten back into playing just the Gunner.
Uh, yeah.
I like the
Apex.
shotgun.
Apex has been trash lately. They have some cool skins, but has been absolute trash. I
Yes,
don't understand what's happening with their servers, but
right.
we're all in agreement. They need to fix those fuckers.
Yeah, so after you got kicked out and got salty as shit, I got 4 kills, and then it was me, one other guy, and then two people on the other team. So we quickly team shotted the one guy, and then we pretty much just all looked at each other, me and the other team of 2 people, and I died. So it was an interesting match. I thought I was going to be able to get through it, but I didn't have any. They had the high ground, and I didn't have shit. We were on the last circle, though, so it was pretty interesting. Anyways, let's get into today's first topic, which would be fucking video game delays. Like, holy God, we have experienced so much of this in the past, well, really the past few years. I think when did the like big delays start happening? Before they had to have started happening before 2020. I remember like there
Well,
there was a
I
lot of
know
games
that
getting delayed.
Big one for me was probably back when Final Fantasy 15 was
Right.
got the release date, and they had like a big whole hour-long event and everything. Like, it's coming out this day, and then as soon as you got closer, it's like, oh nope, sorry, we got to delay it again.
Yeah. That game was like delayed like two times or something, 2-3 times.
I mean, hell, that game
It was
was
in
lucky it saw the
development
light
for
of
like
day.
10 years.
I mean, we all saw that freaking Noctis trailer back like a long, long time ago when it was Versus 13.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it took the name 15.
No, it's just wild that so many delays happen nowadays, and it gets worse every year. And just recently announcing Battlefield announcing that they're being delayed till what was it, November?
November 19th.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a month later, but at the same time, like, what's really going to happen in that month? Like, just get the game out or something. I don't know.
Yes. Set a late date, one that you know should be well and ready, and then do your shit all the way up till then. Instead of trying to get people to pre-buy the stuff, so you can be like, oh well, now we have a little bit more money. Just make the game you're making. Finish it, please.
Yeah, I
Please
would
and
like
thank you.
I would like a game to be announced and then it actually comes out on that date and it's actually a finished
Yes,
quality product because we don't see that anymore. We literally get
quality.
teased and then they're like, I think Cyberpunk was even delayed multiple freaking times, right? That was like
Yeah,
delayed
that
like
one.
it was delayed like 6
Yeah.
times.
I was moved from like spring to wintertime, I think.
Yeah, it was
That
delayed
was the big one.
like a shit ton of times and then the quality of product we get was just trash. So it's like,
It's still a trash game.
yeah, it's still a trash
Trash
game.
ass fucking piece of shit.
And it makes everybody worry. Every time somebody hears this game got delayed, then the worry kicks in. Then the anxiety kicks in. They're like, fuck, this game's going to suck now. So it's like, this game is not going to be good.
Oh, I mean, another more recent one with the largest leaps in terms of delayed was Halo 6.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I said it was all going to get delayed. They can't do anything right anymore.
I don't think the whole game got delayed. It's just a co op campaign, right? Isn't that still
No,
the
because
No.
remember, it was supposed to be a launch title for the Series X.
That's true. Yeah, right. It was supposed to be a
and it
launch
got
title for the
pushed
Series
off
X. Right.
definitely until now, a year.
It got pushed off until we just learned about the release date being December 7th. But how are you going to push it off from the release date of the Series X all the way to December 7th and then still not have co-op campaign in the game?
Yeah, co-op and Forge. Like,
Yeah,
what were they expecting the product was going to be when it was going to come out back last year?
and I don't know,
You
maybe
should
it's
just kidnap one of them.
well, maybe no. Well, maybe it's because like it may be because of the scale of the game. Maybe they've never done something like this before. I know the campaign's very large and very open world, but at the same time, then just don't release it in December 7th. I'd rather you
Exactly.
release it with everything 3 months later.
No, they would never do that. They could get money before the product's even done. If you could get money before you even give anybody anything, would you do it?
Well, then what they
Yes.
need to do is just release the free multiplayer first then. Do that. Release the multiplayer in December and then wait for everything. Don't release a single player. Don't release any of that. Release all that in like March or whatever when they said they were
See,
going to release.
that would be nice. You can start your little whatchamacallit packs and you're playing multiplayer and then all of a sudden here comes some campaign and some more stupid Spartan ops.
I think
It's
it's
gonna be
because
great.
they got to get it before Christmas.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
They
you could
don't give a
rake
fuck.
in money on Christmas if you just release the multiplayer. I mean, everybody knows there's probably going to be stuff we can buy on the multiplayer, packs,
Of course.
cosmetics. Of course, you can rake in a bunch of money just doing that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, no, they're probably gonna rake in money like Apex does with their skins.
They're
Probably
also going to be
gonna.
raking in money for a while. Actually, not really. Not with console sales. Console sales takes a long time, but still, regardless,
Mhm.
those are going to be fucking hard to find. You can hardly find a normal Series X, so it's going to be stupid to
I
find one of
know,
those.
it was ridiculous.
They're still selling like hotcakes, and I can't believe it.
Dude,
Man, I
both
want some
consoles are.
hotcakes.
Both consoles are. Everything. That's because nobody's going anywhere anymore. So it's, even if people like are vaccinated or bans are lifted from their countries or states, they're still just chilling inside mostly.
I think it's kind of like that that scarcity thing where everyone wants to buy one now because, oh shit, well, this thing's being sold out all the time every time it goes up live, so I might as well just buy one the moment it goes live too, so I don't miss out later on.
Yeah, that's true. That happens. I like oftentimes I regret like even selling mine just because again there's the ease of access of turning on a console. Like I have a PC, it's a very powerful PC, but it's just the ease of
Mhm.
access. If I could just sit on the couch or I could sit on my bed and I could just click a button and bam, the
Yeah.
console's on. I can play things. I have stuff on some games that aren't cross save or whatever. I have plenty of stuff on there that I could be playing. So I'm
Mhm.
always on the lookout, but I'm always like too late. Like I'll click on a Twitter post and I'm like, sweet, this one's got a PS5 and it was maybe 5 minutes ago. Well, 5 minutes is like 30 minutes, so
Yeah.
5 minutes was an hour, dog. It's nothing. On
5 minutes ago, the thing sold out 4.5 minutes ago.
right. I mean, my main drive to get the PS5 right now would definitely be to, play through all those single player games that I've either A, borrowed somebody's PlayStation for, or B, watched. But KOTOR is a definitely huge driver for me because I want to get it when KOTOR
Mhm.
releases, and I don't want to wait for it to come out for PC because I really want to go to KOTOR. So, but that's not going to come out until like 2035. So I have time to get a PS5.
Yeah, it's no delays on that already.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude! Come on, that thing is going to be delayed to. That's just the normal culture now, delays, and it just pisses me off that that's the normal thing. I mean, you
Well, it
got.
seems like
but you can't
pre
pre-order.
Well, so what? You could
yeah,
always pre-order. You could pre-order since the fucking PlayStation 2. What does that mean?
It's disgusting.
you can pre-order, and I mean, if you do it digitally, you can still cancel and refund it.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep thinking a pre-order is disgusting.
You're
It's so weird.
absolutely right. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, you can
Because
cancel it.
it's not like you put the money down, like your money's just like, I mean, back in the old
That's
days,
how
yeah,
I
your
feel.
money was locked.
Yeah, no,
You guys stole it. Your horrible product.
no. Pre-order is kind of always been a thing, so that's not new. The delays is kind of like in more recent, and delays are too much, man. There's too much.
I mean, it's kind of like the new thing. Like back, I would probably put like in the 360 days and early Xbox One, PS4 days, it was release a broken game and then we'll just patch it later on in life.
That was more like the end of the 360 and PS3 days, though,
Mm.
because like at the end of those consoles' lives, they were doing so much with the console and to make those games. And yeah, there was some patches needed afterwards, but the whole let's release a broken game and then patch the shit out of it really didn't start till the fucking Xbox One days. Because the
Mhm.
360 used to be able to get a game with like 200 hours plus content on day one, and it would be like, I don't know, 1 gigabyte. and you'd play the shit out of it. Oblivion was several hundred hours of fucking content that you could, or of shit that you could put into that game, right? Like I did. I put several hundred hours into that game, and that thing had to have been like, I don't know, a gig or something. On a 20 gig hard drive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened
Mm.
to where the games, yes, they got more graphically demanding, they got more advanced, they got better storylines, but now they're like 80, 90 gigs, and then you got 80, 90 gigs and your product still isn't all the way there. It's not finished or it's shitty. Like, what is the 80, 90 gigs of then? If there's
It's like
barely a
Cyberpunk.
product. Yeah, like
40,
Cyberpunk.
50 gigabytes, 40, 50 gigabytes of Cyberpunk, and that game is still just glitchy and buggy as anything.
Glitchy, buggy, empty. Like there's not that much substance
Yeah.
in it. You're like, what the fuck is what I don't understand.
I even heard the most recent patch they had. I think they even took out some of the density in the city, so it's even more empty.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't get that. I don't understand where this is all coming from. I truly do miss the 360 days cuz just gaming felt so much more fun back then. And that's
Mm.
what I was
Look at
really
that.
looking to forward to Battlefield because Battlefield is releasing their game and with the portal mode, and they're like, you know what, this is just for mayhem and fun and destruction and just all out stupidity. Um, whereas so many games that release nowadays, again, I've said this before, are just like, how pro can I be at this game, or how good can I be, or
Yeah.
and it's too much of that. I want to go back to where I can just have fun on a game. That's it. We could just get on late at night because that's how it used to be for all three of us in here, and even Subitech and everybody who we've played with over the years. We would log on to 360, join that incredible party chat that they had, and we would bullcrap on Reach, or we would bullcrap on Halo 3, or or something like that. It was just fun.
Those were the days. Remember the day when 360 or Xbox announced that they're allowing like us to install games on the hard drive and stuff. Like that was like a game changer.
Yeah, and I like the freaking fact that it was an option, okay? I like the fact that I could put in a disc and I didn't have to install it, which made my disc still worth something. So I was like, I don't necessarily want to install this unless I really like the game or something. But now it's like, no, you buy the disc copy and you put the disc in, then you got to install it. Then your disc is fucking worthless, basically. It's like, that's stupid. That's so stupid. Just if you're gonna get a disc or a hardcover thing, you better just be a collector and you like to look at things. Other than that, if you buy a disc, that's dumb. Just be a collector because that makes sense. I can definitely get the whole you want to line up shelves and stuff and be able to see, hard copies of games and special editions. I think that's really cool. But other than that, I'm not a collector. I'd rather just play the game, and I would never buy a disc anymore. But I do miss it. I do miss just the physical. Like I have this game. It's in my hand. You know what I mean?
Those are the days lining up at GameStop for the midnight releases for those.
Yeah. No, I miss that too. Gaming used to be fun. Now it's all about like making money or being professional, and I just wanted to go back to a little bit being fun. That's why I was looking forward to Battlefield, but they had to go and delay it, and I'm a little upset, but it is only a month. I hope to God they don't delay it again, because I will be super freaking pissed off if
I
they
can see
delay it
it
again.
probably being delayed again.
I will be
me
pissed
too.
off. They and
It's gonna be like 2 from the release date, and they're gonna delay it.
well, the reason behind it was the complications with COVID and stuff, plaguing their workplace, and I get that, but still, man.
The concerning thing is I don't think they have like a big open public beta or anything, so they haven't really even
No, they
ran
don't.
the game.
Exactly.
No, they've run it. They just haven't run the servers with everybody.
Thanks for
So
echoing
I
what he
think it's
just
gonna
said.
crash, and then they're gonna push it back again.
So, Blizz, that's kind of what he just said. He said they haven't had an open beta for it to test anything. So,
I know it's just gonna crash, and then
They-
they're gonna.
yeah,
Turn it
I'm
off.
just saying that's what he just said. He was that's what he was saying. That's what he was
It's
trying to
alright,
explain.
man.
Like that's what he was explaining. But yeah, no, I agree with Blizz and I agree with Paps. So you're both bringing up the same point, but I agree with you both. There's only been that one like closed technical beta that was like DMCA protected, so nobody could really post anything about it. And then Blizz is right. You're right that the shit's gonna crash like on day one, like most freaking servers now too. I mean, Blizz, you remember like most games, and Paps, you've played them, where we get on a game and day one and we're in queue.
700 out of
Yeah,
5,000. Excuse me?
yeah. I think
700 out of 5,000.
all three of us were trying to
Take your
get onto freaking Master Chief Collection when it first rolled out, right? Like it was like,
Remember queues for Destiny were treacherous.
yeah, everything.
yeah. And then you get in a game and then you get like weaseled out or something. You get like error code and you're just like back at the queue again.
Right. It's just
They feel like just go to space, wait in orbit. Please wait in orbit.
yeah.
So I can have a spot. And then everybody gets.
It's just so weird.
Cold turtle.
It's just so weird that games became bigger and more expansive, and they've definitely upgraded over the years. They've come really far, but at the same time, we kind of took a step back on one, releasing quality products, sticking to a release date. Our servers apparently suck ass. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm sure there's a lot more behind the scenes that we don't know, because we're not developers or we're not working for those companies. But
yeah, we're not coders.
Yeah,
nothing. 1001001110. Nothing.
Yeah,
binary.
Yeah, binary code.
Exactly.
I can read I know that.
Oh, you can.
I know how to put those turn into a number more than likely. That's about it.
I've seen The Matrix. That's about it. So
I draw the stuff or paint them like that. That's about it.
Has anybody excited for The Matrix 4 now that we're on kind of like the Matrix and binary and stuff? Anybody excited for that?
Yeah, definitely see it, but I don't recall much from 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I should say 2 and 3.
Yeah,
because your planners can't hold all that information.
Well, yeah, 2 and 3 were not that great anyways, but 1 was good, and I'm really hopeful that this one turns out to be, not like 3. So I really hope it's not that bad.
Yeah, 3 was, but the war in 3 was nice.
The war in 3 was like 5 seconds long. You had
It was.
you
it
had
was
like
a-
two you had 2 scenes of like them shooting the machines, and that was like it.
Getting straight up.
Yeah,
flooded
that
on.
was dumb. The whole 3, no, it wasn't good. I kind of enjoyed the fight between Smith and Neo. It was pretty over the top, but I kind of enjoyed it. This one, as we could see, Neo's getting kind of his powers back. I want to know how he got into the state that he's in now, and I'm also wondering when is Keanu Reeves gonna cut his hair? That's I kind of
like
want
John Wick in the Matrix universe.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I'm like, well, now you just don't look like Neo anymore. Now you just look like John Wick in the Matrix universe.
This John Wick 4 that we're
I
watching.
swear, that's what I thought it was at first. I'm like, is this John Wick 4? What the fuck is
That-
going
yeah,
on?
that's what I
Who did
thought.
He piss off.
Right? He just enters the Matrix. John Wick has entered the game. That just I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited for it. John Wick 4 is supposed to come out like right beside it too, right? So
Yeah, I haven't had like a trailer for that or nothing.
which I'm
Oh well,
really
it's probably
surprised.
got delayed.
Oh, of course. Yeah, again, back on the topic of delays. Even movies are getting delayed. That's another thing. Movies get delayed all the time too. That I don't know what is wrong with the world and why everything's getting delayed. Okay, what?
Let's see. Can't forget about the other delay too. Was Dying Light.
Oh, right. Yeah, that got delayed till what, next year?
I would never.
February 22nd,
Right.
I think.
Which that game has already been in development for like a decade now. So it's been like almost 10 years, and it's been delayed what, 3 times?
3 times. I think the first delay was that weird indefinite one where it's all like, okay, well, we need more time on it. And then they had their big event saying, all right, it's coming out in December. And then they're like, okay, sorry, it's coming out next year, February. It's like, seriously, what is going on with that game? That game has to be in development hell.
Well, even then,
zombies is probably just murking.
well, now
Even the what?
The what?
I was gonna say it's probably even killing the people inside. The ones that give you the story.
You're killing like the quest NPCs.
I don't think that's how that works. I'm just saying that
strong zombies.
Like Dying Light is a real example of we're not gonna get a great game when it comes out, just because it didn't start development like a long time ago. And when I watched the trailer and the gameplay and stuff, it didn't even look that great. It didn't look that great, combat wise and graphic wise.
I mean, they have Dying Light 1. They already have the foundation of the game kind of right there. So why is this one just stuck in like has to be delayed all the time, like they're doing something revolutionary in the game?
Well, yeah, and we saw the gameplay trailers and everything, and again, the graphics don't look that great. I mean, this game was being developed for other like old consoles way back in the day. So I don't know. Yeah, the delay culture needs to stop. Developers, you guys got to stop delaying stuff. You guys just like, if we see some kind of teaser about some kind of game, just say, yeah, it's in the works. Do not give us a confirmation and tell you're freaking for sure that is 100% complete.
Wait, was time splitters even going to be a thing anymore? It's been.
I think they just announced.
Like,
that's not really. They never delayed anything. Yeah, they never
they
even
just said they're working on it or they're gonna make it, and that was it.
Yeah,
man, I thought they got delayed too.
The game's not even freaking. It said it's in the process. There hasn't even been a trailer for that. What the fuck? Like, why are you bringing up these games like that? We're talking about delayed games, meaning they had a release date and now it's not.
They're probably going to come out about the same time.
Time Splitters will come out about the same time as fucking KOTOR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Elder Scrolls fucking 7.
KOTOR might come out 1 month before Time Splitters because at least had a teaser trailer.
Do you think Elden Ring's going to get delayed?
Better not.
I hope not.
I fucking better not.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's something that doesn't shock the community nowadays.
I don't think those From Software really has a history of delaying games too many times.
What's the last game they did delay?
I don't know. It probably would have been Sekiro, but I don't think that was a I don't think that got delayed.
Know how to make complete games.
But I think what helps them is at least they're pretty much using the same engine from each game, so they already have once again their foundation. I mean, this one's a little bit more vast as an open world, so that might be what might slow them down. But I don't see a delay happening for Elden Ring.
That's what's going to make it delayed, though. It's going to be
Open
even more
world.
vast and open world. Then they're going to be like, yeah, sorry, we got to delay it till July.
No.
Because I think what earlier, so that I know Horizon Forbidden West was supposed to come out. I think that got delayed till next year.
Oh, of course. You know, I bet
I
God
think
of
they
War
gave,
is
like,
going to
the-
get delayed till 2028. So
I know, like last year when Sony announced it, like it's coming out in 2021, and so like, did really anybody think that was going to happen? Then they had to come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're delaying that."
So no game came out this year that was worthwhile, right?
so far, no. Yeah, so far, not so much.
Let me think. Going through the moments, not really. Well, then I mean, you can probably blame COVID in a sense for that one.
Yeah, I mean, and I know, like, with everybody, at least I know around here, a lot of businesses, you know, companies are mandating that vaccine, or else you can't work there, and people are, you know, quitting. Like at my work, it's been mandated, and people are definitely leaving because I don't know. I guess they have some kind of issue with it, which is fine. That's your concern. But I mean, these developing companies are the same thing. Maybe they could be facing the same thing where they mandated it, or they're saying that you need to get it by this time, and people are just leaving, so they're understaffed. I mean, we don't know. Everywhere is pretty much understaffed right now.
I think last year they were just all working from home, so they probably didn't have all their equipment they could use to develop a game.
They're gonna release freaking Dying Light, and it's gonna be like a 2D scroller.
mean,
this is developed in
some-
Jim's garage. So it's like,
I mean, it wasn't all for loss. I mean, they came out with Ratchet and Clank came out in June, and that was phenomenal. And let's not forget the top PS5 exclusive this year,
Deathloop,
Deathloop.
which is moving into our second topic here, which is gaming advertisement. But let's talk a little bit about Deathloop first. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Did anyone
I did
see this
not
game being
see-
highly.
No, this game wasn't like such a highly anticipated, oh my god, triple title or AAA title,
Mhm.
and then the next thing you know, it's getting 10s across the board. I'm like,
It's getting
people like
10,
Alana Pierce are
9.
giving it a 10, and like I trust Alana Pierce on her reviews. She's really in depth and thorough with that. It shocked me that it's getting 10s everywhere.
Right. And then when I watched a few, well, I've only watched kind of like one streamer play it, but even then they were kind of talking about how, oh man, just tired of just seeing everything about this game. Even other people's are pretty much tired of seeing so much marketing for this game, and it looks like it was well worth it.
Yeah, but I'm so tired of seeing it, all the advertisement and marketing for the game, that I don't even want to go look it up anymore. Like, I don't want to go look up the reasons why somebody can justify a 10. And I don't even think if I did play it, knowing how critical I am on things, I'm not sure I would be able to give it a 10. It just doesn't feel like a 10 out of 10. You know, that's a perfect game. That's a high score. I could understand somebody say 9 or 9.5 if it's a great game, and it probably is. But a 10, a perfect game, I don't know about that.
I mean, from what I've seen, it definitely looks, if you're into like the Dishonored or Bioshock type of games, then it would definitely be up your alley in terms of what the gameplay and gunplay looks like.
Look, I loved Bioshock, but people blew smoke way up fucking Dishonored's ass. People are like, this game looks so good. I'm like, no, it really doesn't look that great. And it's I guess it's kind of fun, but
I was all for Bioshock 2. Dishonored, I didn't even touch it.
Dishonored just
Not
wasn't
surprised.
as good as Bioshock to me. And then
Mhm.
Bioshock had a great story. Dishonored was like, it was fun, yeah, but people were like, oh, it's a 9 out of 10 game. I'm like, no, it's like a 7, but that's okay. I think if I did play Deathloop, I would probably enjoy it because most games, if they're getting praise for something, then they're probably getting, you know, for a reason. But I'm not sure I would give it a 10 out of 10. I don't know. I think I almost feel like they didn't spend all their money on marketing, or this is part of their marketing campaign. You know what I mean? Like part of their advertisement and marketing campaign is like, we'll pay these people to give it a solid 10 out of 10 review.
Yeah, we would be surprised if Sony kind of shot them some money like IGN saying, well, if you want to keep reviewing our games a little bit before the review embargo, then you gotta give this Deathloop game that we've been marketing the hell out of a 10 out of 10.
Super the hell out of. And again, 10 out of 10 is a perfect game to me, so does it make sense? Like, I could give The Last of Us a 10 out of 10 because that was an incredible game. I could give The Last of Us 2 a 10 out of 10, and it definitely deserved every reward it got. Or award it got. And I could give KOTOR 1 a 10 out of 10. That was a great game. So, Blizz, you didn't even play it, but it's literally got Game of the Year it came out, and was considered one of the greatest games.
Yes.
What would be your 10 out of 10 game?
Be something.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Why?
I mean, I would say I would almost be up there with you. I don't know if I'm just more surprised to hear that you played a single player game.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Wow.
Then you just stopped. You didn't do 2.5 and 3.
Yep, because it was taking too long.
Yeah, exactly. Don't sing.
Baby,
All right, Blizz, what's the name of the main character in Kingdom Hearts?
Sora, Roxas.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he played it.
Try me.
But, I mean, if you're going to give that, I don't think that game's a 10 out of 10. I think it's a great game. Love the game.
It is a great game.
I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's like an 8.5.
Well, that game captured part of me. I believe I legit bought a PlayStation 3 because I was sure it was going to come out.
Right, no, and I understand biased
And then a
reviews.
4.
Like, I'm a little bit biased on some of my reviews, but KOTOR, a lot of people will give it a 10 out of 10. It is a fantastic game. There's a reason why it won Game of the Year. Like, it's a great game. Awesome story. One of the best Star Wars games out there. Fantastic game.
Hopefully the remake captures that same magic for you.
It fucking better. I swear to God, it fucking better. And for the love of God, please change the combat up, because that was my only real gripe about KOTOR, was that the combat was like that Divinity game we played, and that was kind of annoying. You know, when I really want to be a badass Jedi, like I just want to like slash my way through stuff and you know, use all my force powers. And for the love of God, keep all the force powers that were in the game in this game, because there was
so do
quite
you
a
want
bit.
it combat like, let's say, Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, or more like what was the name of the Star Wars game? The most recent Star Wars game.
Oh,
Cal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Subtitle on that?
I forgot. Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. There you go.
No,
Another Kingdom Under Fire.
Okay, that is not a 10 out of 10 game. Stop. But like, I don't want I don't want it to be too over the top like Devil May Cry, but I want it to be in the range of a mix between like Force Unleashed and Fallen Order. Like you don't have to, the powers don't have to be Force Unleashed style, but I like how quick pace that was, but I also want the accuracy of Fallen Order.
Yeah, that was some
the smooth feeling of Fallen Order. The Fallen Order felt smooth, but it also felt very Dark Souls slow. It just needs to pick up the pace a little bit. There needs to be more powers, because in KOTOR, the original one, there was a lot of powers. So we need to have that kind of list of powers and go off that kind of Mass Effect scale, because that's what it was like. You know, leveling up your character was like leveling up a character in Mass Effect. So, you know, and I feel like, or at least I hope they'll do it. I don't know much about Aspyr Games, but I looked up the games they're responsible for, and I'm a little concerned, but at the same time, I'm hopeful.
Watch it just be like an up-res of the Xbox version, just in 4K.
Well, I would sue them, because they didn't say, they said it was a complete remake from the ground up. So it freaking better not be an up-res, or I will sue somebody, and I will make everybody play Kingdom Under Fire.
I bet you. Okay, that sounds like Good deal.
See, Blizz's games, like, look, I love Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom, but if I'm being an honest reviewer about that game,
Dog shit.
listen, if I'm being an honest reviewer about that game, it was like a 6 out of 10. Okay, so like, it was a 6 out of 10 game. Was it fun? Yeah. Did me and Blizz like get super modded, Jesus juiced weapons and just kill stuff? Yeah, for sure. That's why it was fun. But it is nowhere near up in the 10 out of 10, no matter how biased and how much I love playing it.
Battlefront 2, the old PlayStation version, is another 10 out of 10.
That's not a 10 out of 10 either, man. That's like an
it's
8 out of 10
enjoyed
good.
that.
That's a good it's a great
It's a
game.
good, fun game.
It's not a 10 out of 10, man. You're
I'd
not
say 8 out of 10 for me would have been the Lord of the Rings game.
the Conquest game?
Yep.
Good lord, that's not a 8 out of 10 either. Your reviews are based on how much fun you had on the fucking game.
Exactly.
They're not. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's a complete
It's
bias
not
review.
okay to base a game on how much fun I have in the game.
No.
There should be a segment for Blizz reviews.
They would suck, man, because he would just be like, yeah, I like that game. And they'd be like 10 out of 10, fool. Like, oh
Not
my
that game
There
god.
are people who play the games
10
to
out
have
of 10.
fun.
No.
Some don't care about what's going on.
No, I understand that, but a game needs to be reviewed and analyzed. The fun part of it is great. I had major fun with frickin' Kingdom Under Fire Circle of Doom, but it's still a 6 out of 10 game. It lacks a lot of content. It lacked a lot of things.
It lacked a lot. Of
It
shit.
did. It lacked a lot of things. It lacked the fact that everybody can get overpowered in 5 seconds. I had fun with Two Worlds and Two Worlds 2. Me and Pat had major fun with that game. It was hilarious how stupid it was. But
Those games are dog shit.
they are. Yeah, exactly. Both those games are 4 out of 10 easy. Maybe even lower, but I still enjoyed playing it. So I can be an honest reviewer, but me just saying, "Man, I had so much fun on Two Worlds. This is a 10 out of 10 game." That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
Straight
Blizz is
bullshit.
kind of like the difference between like being objective and then subjective.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that, man. To review something, you got to really analyze it, you know what I mean? You got to admit that even though I had fun on this game, it's got a lot of flaws. So,
Yeah, I like me some Dynasty Warriors, but if I were to give me a review, like a professional review, and I give like a 10 out of 10,
you'd probably be
one
shot
I
in the
know
face.
damn well. I want to have a job for pretty long.
No, because it's not a good review. I like Dynasty Warriors games too.
Opinion. I didn't say I was analyzing it for like absolute everything. Graphics are trash. You only had one type of grenade. I did like repairing this shit though. Kingdom of Fire, no. It was a fun game though.
Yeah.
So my question: do they have any reviews based off of fun?
Yeah, yours. Yeah, yours. All right, so let's go down a quick list here of like shit games, and we'll get Blizz's opinion on them. So
Conqueror's Blade.
Blizz, Conqueror's Blade, out of 10. What's your review?
Man. Out of 10, about a 4.
Oh shit!
Oh, what?
Why the fuck?
A 4.
You've been playing it so much.
Yeah.
No, I get it because I just said Two Worlds was like a 2 or a 4, and I still played it. So it's like I get it. I understand
Blizz
that.
was just talking about games that are fun to him.
Yeah, I don't understand where this is coming from
I
now.
don't
But
understand you.
Obviously, it's not fun anymore.
okay, when it was fun, when you were trying to get us
When
to play,
it was fun,
yeah,
I'd say about a 6. I like the
That's
play
pretty generous.
style of it.
okay.
Right.
Yes, I like the play style of it because that's not a play style that you normally have. You don't usually get to fight with your little commander and a unit behind you doing what you commanded if you want to have whatever you want.
Right.
And so what it did is it changed how you had to fight and made you understand that you had to use cover, you had to use this, and you're just not out there doing a damn thing by yourself. If you got a unit, you're gonna have to use them or somebody's gonna kill them all.
And okay, so that constitutes a 6 out of 10. That is
It
interesting.
sounds like it was fun to you.
It sounds like it
pretty
was fun. What about
It was.
what about Dynasty Warriors 8?
Ooh, man, that's about a good 6 too.
The fuck?
I love Dynasty Warriors, man.
But
That's only a
a
6?
6 doesn't sound like
Like
I
if I
love
was
Dynasty
being
Warriors.
subjective and putting my personal love for Dynasty Warriors, I would give that like an 8.
I'd say
The 8th game?
7 at most because they added co-op.
They've always had co-op.
Yes, they did.
I know. With online co-op, but it doesn't allow you to play through with a friend. It only lets you do what you've already done.
All right, what about Aliens Fireteam Elite?
You're asking that out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
I'll give that about a solid 5.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make
You
sense.
want to know why I give it a solid 5?
Like your whole
Because
perspective
Beta
just
A
changed.
and Beta and Alpha, those two AIs are pieces of shit. And unless you have friends, you have two useless robots who can't help you.
Okay,
do
okay,
shit.
okay.
They're useless.
Hold on. How
And that
about
takes away from the game.
okay, out of 10, when me and you and another person are playing, we have 3 people.
6.
That doesn't make sense. Paps, I don't understand. The man was just straight up given. What game did he give a 10 out of 10? That doesn't make sense.
He gave Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I think he gave Kingdom Under Fire.
Kingdom Under Fire.
Kingdom Under Fire was great.
Well, you were talking about how it was like a 10 out of 10. Either way, your reviews aren't making any sense. Like,
do you understand why I say this? Is because like when you play with people, it's fun.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
at the same time,
bump it up a point.
But that doesn't. Yeah.
Have you?
I had fun on Wii
hard
Bowling.
by
I would not
yourself?
give that a 10 out of 10.
Well, we're saying what the X gave you when you're playing with him and another person.
Oh man, it's about a little bit of 8 during the time. It's an 8, but it starts getting repetitive because you can't make it any better than it already is.
So you're giving Kingdom Under Fire an 8?
No, I'm
He's
talking
giving
about
Aliens.
Aliens.
Oh, Aliens an
With
8.
people.
I mean,
Wait, you
it's a
say
fun
that's
game.
getting Aliens is getting repetitive, but you get Kingdoms of Under Fire a fucking 10.
Which is ultra
Hey, dog, I
repetitive.
liked it.
That's repetition.
That's repetition at its finest, man. All we did was run the
That's
same
rare.
missions over and over and over and over and
Hey,
over.
I know, but I've grown past it. I don't play that anymore. I don't even know where to find it.
Yeah, because it's that kind of game that it just doesn't need to be found anymore. Like,
Exactly, let it go. Hey, but I still got 2 Human though. 2 Human, that was an 8.
Fuck.
Like, people fucking hated that game. The combat was so difficult and shit. Like,
confusing.
Combat was difficult. You had
Oh
like
my
a
God.
30-second long death animation when you get
Bruh.
resurrected to Valhalla.
that game was
The
freaking.
Avengers would bring your ass back to get whooped again. And then the fighting in the air was so confusing. It's like, all right, we got up here. All right, circles and just wiggle the stick. Fuck it. Go in. Or you
Yeah.
just-
Look, that game could have
Is that an
been
8?
that game. Yeah, that's not an 8.
It was a
Okay,
fun game.
I had fun with you playing it. The game could have been way
Yes.
better, and I wish
I
they would
swear.
make a project to remake that. I wish Sony would pick it up and fucking remake it, because apparently they're the fucking top dogs of that shit. But yeah, it's definitely not an 8, bro. That game was like a 4, or yeah, no,
It's
it's
a
about
matter
right,
of
like
how
a 4 or
much fun
5.
you had.
No, that
I
you can't.
enjoyed it.
You can't review something like that though. You can't do
You
that.
talk about how much fun like Aliens is, and you give out a 6, but yeah, you get fucking 2 Human, a game where you even just said yourself is confusing as all hell.
Oh, so you know what I
It was
just learned
funny
today,
to hear
Paps?
everybody else hitting the button. It was like playing Dragon Ball Z during a deadlock.
You know what I just learned today, Paps? That Blizz has went back to playing Dragon Age Inquisition co-op. He's playing the multiplayer on Dragon Age Inquisition because he really has fun with it. So, Blizz, Dragon Age Inquisition multiplayer, if you had a full team. If you had a full team.
If I had a full team.
Yep, because
even with a full team, it's kind of about a 4.
Don't
4 or
even,
5.
bro. You were just saying earlier how much you enjoyed the shit out of you. He left because you were just saying how much you enjoyed it. Paps, did you even hear what I said? Oh, Paps is having technical difficulties because you
just had a straight up stroke on my ass. I'm so sorry, dog.
Oh my God.
Anywho, like I was saying, the game is enjoyable. I think it's funny because I play a virtuoso or a bard. I'm playing music for people, and so I mean, everybody's out here fighting, and I'm playing music.
Okay.
Yes, there are buffs, but still, it's just out of place.
God damn it! Where's Paps?
I think he perished.
Yeah, so I mean,
He's enraged with me. I understand.
yeah, there's definitely none of those games on your list that I would give a 10 out of 10. I mean, a 10 out of 10 is asking a lot. That's an 100% like perfect game. Kingdom Under Fire would never get an 8 ever.
Oh yeah, don't forget Diablo
Which one?
3.
Okay, I'd probably give that an 8.
Yeah, I agree with 8 there.
Okay.
Played it by myself.
It's
and
yeah,
I
for
played
that
it without you guys.
yeah, for that game it's anywhere between 7 and 8 for me. Like I had a lot of
I
fun, but
mean,
it was still
yeah,
it was still
I'd
a
say a
well-made
solid
game.
8 because I bought it on all the platforms.
Yeah.
And then I upgraded it on both platforms, and I'm like, I need to stop this.
But there's games
I'm
out
not
there that
kidding
are
you.
like single player games that are fantastic that you would probably give like a 2.
Tell
Paps.
me.
Paps, you there?
Name 'em.
Paps is
He's
not
still
there. Oh, Paps is there. So, okay, so what about like Oblivion?
Didn't play it.
Oh, fuck me.
Did we ask him World War Z?
Yeah, World War Z. There you go. World War Z.
World War Z. That's a solid 1.
Oh, shut
Good.
up. Like, dude.
Hey, World War Z is like a good it's a nice pick up and kill some zombies. I'm feeling trigger happy and I'm tired of Apex. I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Because I can always pick it up and enjoy myself watching zombies run over claymores.
Probably the
That's-
only the only one I agree with you on right now. So
That almost sounds like it should be higher.
for
it
him,
can be
yeah.
if you have more people.
Oh my God.
But
Okay,
this is just
listen.
me.
When we're asking you to rate these things, put it in your mind as if we were playing with you. Is that too?
I'll consider that.
Is that difficult? No. Okay, so rate it now. Like if you were playing with me and Paps, rate it.
Still 6.
What the fuck? Oh, I can't even. Okay, listen.
I mean, the added effects, but they don't have enough. How do I say? Now they're about to update the content, which will make the game, a little bit.
No.
It would boost it to a 7 for me, especially if the content's good.
Hey, so Paps,
But
how are you doing?
Overall, it's a 6.
Paps?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So I'm all lost right now.
I'm baffled too.
I'm baffled.
You could be baffled.
I'm
Come on,
I'm so
give me another.
baffled. What were we even like? What were we even talking about before we got into this?
Oh,
Deathloop,
Ask me what Dark
Deathloop.
Souls
Yeah.
was.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
we have to get Dark Souls from him.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
The first one?
Fuck it. 20 out of 10. I
No,
didn't
no,
say
no.
Demon Souls. I said Dark Souls.
No, I meant like the
Yes.
first Dark Souls.
Yeah. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, 2. I give that a 9. The skeleton.
You're giving
and all
2
the
a
extra
9.
shit was yes, I give 2 a 9. Reason being is because that was some unreal shit to deal with.
Okay, so hold up. Every single Dark Souls game is right. So the Dark Souls trilogy for you is a 10, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
What about Demon Souls?
Oh, they get a 0.
What?
I have to fight you.
I did not enjoy dying like that. I did
Okay.
not enjoy the mystery.
I just want to say
It was
this,
hard.
okay?
I don't
Demon
have it.
Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Those are all
Mhm.
not 10 out of
Demon
10s.
Souls.
Those are all 100% not 10 out of 10s.
Whoa.
Dark Souls
Whoa,
1,
sir.
I freaking loved. I would probably give that an 8. Dark
Whoa.
Souls 2, I would probably give that a 7.
Huh.
Dark Souls 3, I would also give that an 8.
I'm on Blizz's side on this one.
Oh,
you
man.
know what? No, you're not.
You know what?
Demon Souls.
You know what? I'm a part of Blizz
Thought I
Reviews
knew
team
you.
now.
Demon Souls, without the remake in it, just the original, that's probably a 7 from me. The remake is damn near 10. It's a 9 just because of how fucking beautiful it looks, but like it's the same game. But yeah, it's definitely a 9.
All right. Hey, Blizz, you have room for more on your review team?
What the fuck?
My review team.
Total lie.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a total
I'm
lie.
with you
Pep,
on this.
I think Paps knows what a 10
thank
out of 10 game is, and I
He
understand
played
he
it.
loves
It's
those.
called
Yeah,
Dark Souls.
I know, but it's, I'm
Gimme
I'm
warm.
pretty sure he's
Gimme
better at reviewing
smooth.
than that.
Ah.
Oh my God, no!
Drop some humanity.
Look, I'd probably give Dark Souls a better review than Deathloop, but yeah, I just
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know, man.
I don't know about Deathloop, and
Oh, how about this? Dead Island.
no, dude,
Like a 4.
yeah, like a
Hell yeah, that's a
4.
goddamn 3.
See, your views don't make any sense. Neither does
Who do
anybody's
you
on
boo,
Deathloop,
bitch?
and
That's oh god.
I think
Let's
That
be
that
game-
real.
whoa,
The only 10 out of 10 game out there is Grand Theft Auto 5.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
I also like, back to like the gaming advertisement and marketing. Deathloop is like just the prime example of it needs to be toned down. You know what I mean? Like I want to see some stuff on it, but they showed so much that I felt like even movies are subject to this. They show so much that you're just like not interested in going to see it.
Yeah, they're
And
like, here, let's show you all the cool parts, and then the movie's talking.
yeah,
Well, wasn't that what we kind of saw when we had our B movie night the other night? We saw that one trailer for like, I don't know, that crazy earthquake movie. And I think it literally showed every single scene, every sort of like climactic shot in the
Oh.
trailer.
that's true. We should have another one of those this Saturday if you're down.
It's like, wow, I felt as though I just watched a whole movie.
Yeah, that's
And
why we
yeah,
didn't
like
click
it
on
was.
it. So it's like no, yeah, they need to not overshare, and I think Deathloop was just overshared. I'm glad that it's getting great reviews right now, but I'll probably
This is making me hungry. All these bad reviews.
I'll probably pick it up later. So
I'll wait for it to drop in price and then I'll check it out.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
But I mean,
I just have too many games on my plate, which is just Final Fantasy 14 and Tales of Arise. But, you know.
oh, both of those games take up a lot of time, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, those are like at least the two topics like I was gonna discuss. Subby had another one, but we'll save that for later. Blizz or Pabs. Is there anything you want to discuss?
I got nothing, but I thought you said Blizz had an idea or wanted to talk about healing crystals.
Yes, I could either. There is just crystals in general.
Okay.
All right,
I can
everybody,
do that
welcome
one,
to
or
Blizz
I
Talk.
can do a crazy dream.
Okay, let's not. Let's hold up.
I'm intrigued.
Let's talk. Okay, let's stick with the simple thing here. We're entering Blizz
right.
Talk segment of the podcast, and he's going to talk about a little bit about healing crystals. We got about like 10 minutes. So
Hello, my name's Bliss, and I would like to talk to you about the healing properties of crystals. First one I want to start with today is amethyst. I can't even fucking say it.
you said it right.
Anywho, yeah, okay, cool. Amethyst is one of, the most known crystals out there. It's a nice deep purple color, and the deeper, what's it? The deeper the color, like it could be almost to the color of black. It means the deeper the love.
Okay.
Amethyst also has healing properties if you keep it with you. It man, it's just a wonderful crystal. You can carry it in your pocket. You can wear it. You can even just place it around your house, and it emits pretty much a nice energy. But you always got to remember to charge your crystals. Set them out in the sun or in the moon with amethyst case, because if you set amethyst in the sun, it'll fade. So only a little bit of sun. You
So
don't
is
want
that-
your beautiful.
Is that with like
Go ahead.
every kind of crystal
No.
though? You got to set it out in the sun, or is that
Absolutely
basically
not.
just amethyst?
Yeah, amethyst will fade if you put it in the sun.
Okay, but I mean,
Welcome back.
do other crystals need charging as far as like the other ones?
Yes. Some are really strong and don't necessarily need it. The really strong ones, no, not so much. But they do need to be cleansed of energy. So one of the other crystals I want to talk about is selenite. Selenite is good for charging all of your crystals.
Hmm.
So instead of setting them in the sun or setting them in a full moon, or just setting them outside, to be. Sometimes you can wash them with salt water or water, depending on the crystal. Certain crystals react to water and will break or start to, kind of mess up. Selenite, you don't want to mix with water, if I remember right. But yes, you can cleanse them and charge them. Doing that allows them to pretty much.
He, Babs keeps having the serious technical
Perishing.
difficulties with his laptop over there at
Serious.
home. So no, I didn't actually know that. In order to use these to their fullest potential, you had to charge them and things like that. So that's actually pretty interesting. Where can we find these kinds of crystals?
You wouldn't I like to know? So one of the things I found that you can find crystals inside of riverbeds.
Blizz. I'm
Yes.
trying to like leeway into Earth and Fire.
Oh,
Yeah, so where can
see,
we
that
find
definitely went
these
over
types
my
of
head. I was
crystals?
about to get literal as fuck, dog. So you could find more information on crystals such as amethyst, citrine, super 7, which is was a combination of both tourmaline, malachite, tiger's eye.
At
Alexandrite, all types, in Earth and Fire. We have a wide variety and selection to choose from, all exclusive items. So if you get the one that's there, nobody else gets to have what you have. Only you have that beautiful piece, and nobody else is as lucky as you are.
yeah, and the quality of the product at Earth and Fire is pretty fantastic. So if anybody is interested in these healing crystals that Blizz is talking about, and anybody wants more information, you can always hit them up, and you can always hit up Earth and Fire. The link will be in the description. But
Yes.
I'm actually pretty intrigued by these kinds of things. I do have a tourmaline bracelet that did break. I need another one. So my tourmaline broke.
Used up all the negative energy, and
I guess it just had a lot, man, because I wasn't wearing it for a
Yeah.
while, and then I put it on, and I think it lasted like 2 weeks, and then it fucking snapped. So
Yeah, same with me. I had now I have a giant piece of tourmaline, and honestly, I don't really get too much
yeah,
crazy stuff going on around me either.
I saw some where it was like kind of like a roped bracelet, and there was a larger chunk of tourmaline on it, and I thought about maybe getting one of those instead, just because I feel like that might last a little bit longer than the beads. So
Yep, I want to probably make some macrame pieces with braided into a bracelet. Have like 1 or 3 pieces of something, just a chunk of it, just so looks nice. My sister recently took clay or something and made one literally that hangs out of the clay.
that's pretty cool.
Like she made one and it has like a little moon on it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has like clay going down the side, and then all of a sudden it's all tourmaline just sticking out of the bottom.
I think that we should all in here wear tourmaline whenever we hear some of your reviews, because I mean they'd be cracking left and right, like just constantly.
Oh, that's not negative energy.
It's negative energy because I'm thinking negative thoughts when you fucking tell me that Kingdom Under Fire is damn near 10 out of 10.
Hey, dog, I have fun.
I know. I like. Paps, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get right back into one more review or 2 more reviews for Blizz, and then I'm gonna cut this thing off because we're running out of time here. But yeah, again, everybody, healing crystals. If you're into that or you want to learn more, go to Earth and Fire. The link will be in the description. They're great. They're wonderful. It is headed by Blizz and his wonderful family here. So please check them out. Give them the support and love. 2 games though, Blizz. 2 games to review. Perhaps you need to be listening to this. All right, Blizz. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 and 2. Playing with me and Paps. Okay? Don't think about it as you're playing alone. You're playing with me and Paps.
I'll give that a 7.
Both of them?
Yes.
You both of them a 7.
I can kind of see that.
I
The reason I
right.
say
This is
is
probably the
because
most logical
the
one you've done.
game evolved into Super Saiyans and constant Kamehamehas.
That is
I
true.
would just get big and just start cracking them as soon as their guard break, and all you hear is Kame Kame.
I'm sad that you
Big
said
bang attack,
Kamehameha wrong
planet
right there,
burst.
but that's okay.
Hey, bro. Hey, Kamehameha. Hey,
There you go.
listen. There's so much shit going on. Planet burst, warp coming times 10. It was just, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it kind of did just become a
would
key
stop
blast
there.
fest, and especially when you had like
Exactly.
Goku or Vegeta as your master, and you just did their moves, and it was
Skydiver missile barrage.
super powerful.
That was Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, or
Yeah.
whatever one that one was called.
Yeah, that one was Dai Missile Barrage. That was a good one.
I was playing as Gotenks and tie-dye missile barraging.
I would do that with a fucking Boo, just fire into the air.
That one was co-op too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I remember us fighting like Hirodigon or whatever. That was that was fun.
Like the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
All about that game.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That was like I think the highest form Goku had in that game was Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Red now. But wow, that's just that was a long time ago.
I'll never forget about Dai Missile Barrage and Meteor Rush.
Yeah,
That was so crazy.
I mean,
it was the most cheatingest thing.
I guess I
you
can.
Get a Vegeta and a Gotenks.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with you, Blizz, on those two games. At least a 7 out of 10 sounds about normal for me on both those games. So you actually had a good review. Paps, is there one more game that you really wanted to know a Blizz review on? Like, desperately?
Well, the one I see him play almost all the time, League of Legends.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit, son. I'm going to just go ahead and log off, dog. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, shit, he actually did. All right.
Straight up.
Oh, he came back. All right. So is that a 10?
It's going to be a 10.
It's going to be a 10. Apex and League of Legends are going to be both 10s.
League of Legends and Apex are very toxic games. I would have to give them these attention for grabbers like a solid 9.
Oh, what the? So high. It's so fucking high.
It's because I can't get enough.
Like
I might win or I might lose, and then I go back and I'm just like, maybe if I just change this and then I fucking win. It's just like, oh, well,
I mean,
all I need to do is switch the strategy, and then I get murdered again.
It's still a 9.
And that's a 9.
Actually, it's not a 9. It's more like a 7 or an 8. I enjoy playing it with, even when you're rolling with your squad. Like, you can get really hype on that, and you can have a great time, but then they're always going to take and put you somewhere you really don't need to be with people you really don't need to see.
That sounds like life. Well,
Exactly.
That's I can agree with the 7s. Can't agree with the 9. I agree with your Xenoverse scores.
9's not it.
I don't think he's kidding. I think he's deep in his mind and in his heart. He loves League of Legends. So it's like
10.
Anyways, that's like
give it 11 out of 7.
Oh my God. Anyways, that's like all the time we had left today for Sunday morning chats. Next week we will be talking about, a random list of topics as well. A couple good ones from Subutex. So please join us next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and drink your MAW Energy. We will see you next time.
Don't forget to hydrate, or you'll dehydrate.